Hello my friends, this is the condition how you receive your wooden bead loom frame. First you have to collect the details together. Be careful that the cuttings are on the upper part, on the upper wooden part here, and on the other part here, so you can fix the yarn. First you can fix it here and here. So we put the parts together. First we put away this, we screw them down. Be careful that you don't need the metal discs here. Just put them down and put the metal sticks inside the hole, and just after then put the metal discs outside. And then screw these parts on it. It's pretty easy to screw. Fix it. It must be like a little stronger. Then we do the same to the second wooden part. And as I mentioned, the cuttings must be here, and on the upper part they must be on the top, because here they are not. Again, we put down the metal discs, put the sticks in the holes, then the metal discs outside, and fix them with the screw. So it's pretty easy to screw. Now we do the same with the metal discs, where you later fix your yarn. We only put down one screw and one disc, because here must be a disc between the wood and the screw. Same as here, same you do here. We put a disc outside and a screw on the top. Oh, I think it's better on this side, you see. It's also pretty easy to fix. And same we do here. Again, we put it in the hole, metal disc on the top, and again we screw them together. Now we fix them so it's stronger. So, and one side is ready. We go on with the left side. Now, as I said, here we don't need the no disc and no screw. It's just like here. Put them down, and here on the metal disc only one screw and one disc, and here also. And now we are careful that we reach all holes. So put all sticks inside the holes. Yeah. So now it looks almost ready. Here we fix the screw. Here also fix the screw to the end. Screw it to the end. So you see here must be no distance like here. So go back. Now it's okay. So, and here we fix everything. We're almost done. Oh, it's the wrong one. So the small one is for the smaller. It's clear, I think. So, and the last thing I want to say is that the metal parts, yeah, these two sticks, you can fix very strong. You can even use a tool to fix the screws, yeah. But these parts, you have to move them later, because if you put the yarn here and these parts are for fixing the yarn, you have to turn it always, yeah, because you want the yarn to be very strong here. You don't want it to be too loose. So you can loosen the two screws, yeah. Firstly, you loosen these two screws, you loosen these two screws, and then you can turn the wooden parts here and turn them here, and the yarn will be very strong on your tool. Yeah, that's it. That's the first lesson, how to put the details together for this bead loom frame. Yes. Hello everybody, in my previous video I showed you how to collect the wooden bead loom tool. Now it's ready, and also I prepared some beads, my colors, which I will need for my necklace, because I want to make a necklace now. Also I want to show you that you can make endless loom on my tool. Here you can turn this part when your loom is long enough. For example, if you made the beadwork from here to here, you can turn this part and of course this part and roll the ready beaded part on this part. Yeah, you can turn, and then you just can imagine that the beaded part will roll up on this. But I will show you later. You will see it by yourself. So we'll start now with the work. I prepared a pattern which I would like to make now. It will be a necklace. With this tool you can make bracelets, of course, and also you can make very long things like a necklace. I made already here. I can show you. It's a beautiful necklace. So, and now I will start with my new pattern. I prepared it already for months, but now I found time to make a video, and I thought it's yeah, it's a good situation to show you from the beginning, so you can follow up my tutorial. Now here I prepared the yarn, and I will fix it on the upper wooden part. So here is a knot, you see. So I put it central in this cutting. The knot will help you to, later you can lose the knot, but now it will help you to fix the yarn. Then turn a little bit, just a little, like this. Then fix here, then so, and now put the yarn in between this between the screw. Here are some spaces, and you put it you put the yarn with by your hand, between the spaces. You can also use a needle. Sometimes I use a needle. You can help out with the needle to put the yarn between the spaces. It takes a little time for preparing, but then when the work started, it will go faster. So I'm now checking if there are somewhere 2 yarns in one space. So we put it away and put somewhere else. Yeah, and I have to mention that sometimes the bead sizes are different. So you will go, if you have already experience with beads, you know about how much space to leave between the yarns. I mean, I have this feeling, so somewhere I leave like 1 space, somewhere 2, because I have Czech seed beads. Some people like to work with Japanese beads. They are smaller. So, and here are 2 yarns together. I put it somewhere here. So I think it's ready. Now, I pull them to make them straight and lay like each length same length, yeah. Here you see now it's beautiful enough. We put it opposite on the opposite stick. So, need some filling. Now I roll them up on the lower wooden part, like this. Working with beads and with yarn needs experience, so things getting easier. So here I rolled the endings up on the lower wooden part. I put them between the cuttings. See? I think you can see it very well. And now we straighten the yarn. We lose these screws, these 2 screws, we lose these 2 screws. Now we turn the upper wooden part and close the screws. Also here we turn this wooden part to the other side. Now you see it's getting stronger, a little more. It's getting more strong. I think now it's good enough. And close the screws. Now we can start with the beadwork. Yeah. For my necklace, I need lots of yarn. I put it in my needle. And I make a knot on the most left string here. Put a knot. I make a knot. Just 1 is enough. Just 1. And now I'm starting with my bead loom pattern. I made a pattern already on my computer, so I'm doing the first row. I'll show you the first row. Here you can see my pattern. I prepared it already for months. Now I'm also curious how it will look when it's ready, when it's finished. I'm not sure how the colors will look in the end, but I think it must be beautiful. Now I put the row behind the yarn, behind the strings. At the beginning I have to be careful that every bead is between the strings, between the yarn. I help up with my needle. And I'm going back on the other side. Who has beading loom experience, you will know how to make it. Because at the same time, it's a tutorial for you what I'm doing here. You're learning how to use my tool. It's the most comfortable tool I ever had in my life, because I tried lots of tools. But this one is really comfortable because you can make very long jewelry, not only bracelets, you can make necklaces, you can make even pictures. And now I'm always doing like this. When my first row is ready, I know around how wide will be my finished jewelry, my finished necklace. Now I loosen the beading tool a little bit. Again, we loosen the screws. Yeah, I'm losing the screw. Turn it back. And it needs less space, less width than I thought, yeah? I make it a little bit more narrow. And now again, I make it stronger again. And pull the yarn on this side, on the left side. Fix it a little bit with my finger, but it's also beading experience. Everybody's doing his way. And we follow up the pattern. I'm doing now the second row. So my second row is ready. I put it behind the strings, behind the yarn, in between the strings, each bead in between the strings. And now on the other side I go back through each bead. I put my needle through the bead holes. So, and now we have two rows, we got two rows ready. And so on, and I'm following the pattern to the end. I will do it now, I cannot film everything. And after I will show you how to make the necklace longer. Now I made my beading loom as long as the space between the two metallic sticks allows. My pattern is longer, of course, and I would like to go on with a further pattern. So we will turn this upper stick, and so and then we will roll up the beaded part on this stick and get free space here for new beading work. I will show you how to do it. First, we loosen the two metallic screws on the wooden part. We just loosen it, and also here on the lower part. Then, one by one, little bit we turn here, we turn away from us, and here. Again, we turn. You see my yarn is very long, so I'm going to do a very, very long necklace. Little by little, turn and turn. So, you see, I think you can see it well that now we start to roll up the beaded part on the wood. You see it? And the strings are still here, the wreath. The threads are still here, but we need more space. We want to turn it more and more, one by one. So be careful that it keeps straight. So you see how it's rolling up? You can roll it endless. So you're getting endless long beaded work, bead loom work. I think now it's good enough. So again, we fix the upper part with the metallic screws. And now you can also, the thread you don't need, you can also roll up on the lower wooden parts. You have special cuttings on the wood, so the thread will stay inside the cuttings. Yeah. So, and now we are ready for the new beadwork. Now we didn't fix the lower part. Turn it a little bit away and check if the threads are strong enough, because it's better. Yeah, it's more comfortable to work when the thread is stronger. More, a little bit more, even more. Now it's good enough. And so now we're fixing the metallic screws. So we're ready for the new bead loom work. Now my beading frame is ready for the new pattern, and I continue to follow up the pattern as long as I want. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask in the comments. I will try to answer all questions. Maybe you want some new videos or about new tutorials. Also, don't hesitate to ask me. I will try to make more videos in the future if I see that people are subscribing to my channel. Yeah, thank you, and you can also order this beading frame if you want to make your own works. I sell it on my Etsy shop. You will see the link in the video description where you can get this frame. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.